Hi, Lauren. Okay, I hope you don't mind the recording. It's just so much easier these days with one hand. So I went in and I pulled up who your audience, your intended audience is, because that makes all the difference, right? One thing about that audience, you simply mentioned adolescents. You can be so much more specific than that, and the more specific, the more powerful your argument can be. So adolescents, are you talking about male, female, young men, young women? Are you talking about, a certain class? Are you talking about a certain race? Are you talking about, where do they live? Because an argument for adolescents growing up in Orange County, California is going to look very different than an effective argument for young men growing up in rural Wisconsin. So the more specific, the better. Okay, even in your avatar, it's very general. So an avatar is supposed to be very specific. You're describing an individual and what they do in their days, what they value, what they care about. So just keep that in mind. However, in looking this for an introduction, and even this can be a little bit more specific, but for an introduction, for an essay or an argument for general adolescence, the language, the style is fantastic here. Okay, the more specific, the better when you get into evidence in the body of the essay. But here, you are in first person. This is maybe suggesting that you're planning on sharing, personal observations in the first person narrative, which is fantastic. This would be really effective, kind of going in and talking to these young people as a friend, as someone who's a little bit older, who can be a mentor, who can share their experiences and offer advice and counsel and persuade them. And so this is absolutely fantastic. The thesis is clear. Drug abuse is becoming a serious issue among adolescents, and it's important at your age. You become aware of the risk factors that are associated with it, as well as the tragic outcomes that can lead to it. Okay, there's a little hiccup here. Reading your writing out loud really helps to find those hiccups. You could see here probably where I kind of stumbled over the words. There's some transitional adverbs missing here. This is a good thesis. It could be even more stronger, more specific. Why is it important at your age? Mention the specific argument that you're going to make. It is important because of this. And it's important to become aware of these risk factors. It could be a little bit more specific, but again, the overall pattern, the style, the voice is really, really strong, Lauren. Keep up the great work.